This next story is for anyone who travels, and it doesn't matter if it's just weekly, monthly, or once a year.
Because if you fly into a city and you need a taxi, Uber, or Lyft, well, Mike, you have a couple expectations.
Yeah, you certainly do, Dave. One is that the driver is going to take you to the correct destination, do so in a timely manner. Two, the vehicle you're traveling in is completely safe. So the KSL investigators did some checking and found that the car you are stepping into may not be as safe as you thought.
Whether you're coming or going, staying or leaving, when the rubber hits the road, getting from point A to point B has never been so easy. Now, if you're old school, you're out there hailing anything painted yellow. And if you're new school, well, you're getting all digital and hire a Lyft or an Uber. Both convenient, both effective, and both completely safe.
There is a safety recall. It says safety recall. It is a safety recall.
Oh, well, maybe not as safe as we thought. Have you ever thought when you've gotten into an Uber or Lyft, I wonder if this is up to speed on safety?
Never.
Not at all.
For the most part, no, not really.
And they're probably not alone. But what if the car you were getting into had a recalled Takata airbag? You know, the one that's caused 16 deaths worldwide, shooting metal fragments when deployed. Or how about a recall for the rear axle trailing arm, which a National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says could dramatically increase the risk of a crash? Would you still get into that car? What you think about that as the KSL investigators go searching around the hub of hired transportation
42 D85 9HU
at Salt Lake International, recording plates and checking Carfax.
This one's good. Good? Good. It's good.
Making sure the hired drivers of these cars
Checking to see if there's any recalls.
know exactly what we find.
And this could cause unintended engine shutoff.
The shift lever, if it's moved out of park position.
It's a third row seat.
We start with the taxis.
Without the brake on.
If you got hit from behind,
Back over or roll away crash.
and increase the risk of a crash.
Out of the 50 taxi cabs we ran through the system, 9 of them, or 18%, had at least one open recall. One of those taxis with 3 of them.
Just ask me about that. So you
No, sorry.
no, but you are aware that you have.
I am aware of that.
You're aware, and you're getting it fixed.
Yeah, the Toyota will fix it.
One of those fixes involves an inaccurate safety placard. The second recall, a defective sliding door. And the third, a faulty Takata airbag.
Have you ever thought with the safety recall, should I just wait and not drive this until I get the recall taken care of?
If it was a hazard, I wouldn't drive it. But they told me it's not non-hazard.
Wait. Whoa. Hold on, back that up for a moment. What did he say?
If it was a hazard, I wouldn't drive it.
Documents from Toyota and the NHTSA make it very clear. All 3 recalls are safety concerns. For example here, following the inaccurate placard could lead to tire failure, increasing the risk of a crash. The defective sliding door could open while driving, increasing the risk of injury. And the hazard caused by the Takata airbag has proven deadly multiple times.
Who told you it's not a hazard?
Toyota.
Just yards away, we take the exact same approach with Uber and Lyft. We checked cars
That GMC
and found the number of drivers carting people around with open recalls
has to do with the deployment of the airbag and with the seatbelt.
was higher than what we saw with the taxis, like airbag issues, seatbelt problems, even a hood that could unexpectedly open while driving. And for this guy,
There is a recall.
Sliding door.
another Toyota door that could randomly open while going 70 down the highway.
You know there was a open.
Yeah, Toyota doesn't have a fix for it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't care. The door works great. I'd run it all day.
Huh. I wonder if the guy sitting next to that recalled door also does not care. Oh, wait a minute. We interviewed him 10 minutes earlier, and guess what?
I probably would be concerned if there were a car that had a recall that I didn't know about.
In all, 50 cars checked. 13 of them, or 26%, were rolling with open recalls. That's 1 out of every 4. And this guy is driving one of them.
Airbag recall? Okay. Did you know there's a recall on your car?
Yeah, for the airbag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you known about that?
For like a year and a half, actually, but they haven't been able to get the airbag replacement.
And that puts Jay in a tricky spot. Risking your own safety is one thing, but the safety of a paying customer.
Does that change the dynamics at all for you?
Not for me personally, because the passenger's not sitting where the recall is.
The recall is for the driver and passenger side.
That one's good. This one.
So with that, consider yourself warned, because whether you're coming or going, staying or leaving, before the rubber hits the road, it turns out simply asking the question.
I'm sure if I asked my Uber driver, are you up on all your recalls? They will say, yes, I am.
Just may not be enough.
Now, Uber declined an interview, but did send an email stating that they do encourage their drivers to check for recalls and perform routine maintenance. As for the taxis, Salt Lake Airport says they uphold the safety standards required by the state and enforce it through spot inspections to make sure that the vehicles, for example, have working seatbelts, crack-free windshields, bald tires, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to know the safety status of your taxi or Uber, we used an app by Carfax to plug in the plate number, and within seconds, we got the outstanding recalls there. Will cost you a few bucks, but nonetheless, you may have a little more peace of mind knowing whether or not there are any open recalls.
Right.
Yeah.